Okay, good. Thank you.
I think that's probably more important. Beautiful.
Okay. Thank you, man. You're beautiful too.
Perfect. Attack of the Four Heads.
NANI?! お前はもう死んでいる。
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what side of the world you're in. I'm HalfLifeSistah, and this is my hubby Wolf Kane.
Hello, buddy.
Welcome to my channel and to another episode of Sister and Wolf Reaction. We're back, baby.
That's right. Another Patreon request. Support us on Patreon if you are not doing so. It's what keeps this channel rolling, and it's how you get your requests in. And of course, HalfLifeSistah.com for the merch.
Yeah.
Cool ass merch.
I mean,
check
really
that
though,
out as
like
well.
look at it, it's so cool.
And what do we got today?
This request is presented to you by Eco Warrior Princess.
It's gonna be a fun one.
Yes, I was so excited to sit down and do this.
I like this.
It's
we haven't done a
verses
verses in a good minute.
Yeah, yes.
You know,
Thank
you do
beautiful.
Versus Friday on Twitch, but you haven't done that lately.
I know.
For reasons, whatever, and you'll come
Right.
back to doing this, but we get one anyway, which is awesome.
I know.
Because honestly, when I see you doing it, I always think that's so much fun. I wish I was
know.
a part of more
Literally,
of them.
it's the most fun thing ever. Like, I swear I enjoy it so much.
Yeah, so what do we got?
We have hard to pronounce. So
Can you pronounce it?
We're doing Jarkko Ahola's his previous band.
Okay.
I think they departed in 2014. I think.
All right.
Listen. It's been a while.
I'll read all the details. That's fine.
Thank you, baby. I'm gonna do this, and the song is called
I'll figure that out too.
Hellfire. I think. I can't remember, guys. I set this up a while ago. I forget. Baby, I'm horrible.
Okay, let me just read her notes.
Please help me out.
It's a song he treasures the most, I understand.
Mm-hmm.
That is why he wanted to evolve it and make new vocal interpretations as well. Okay, so what we're doing is he did this with his old band.
Right.
And then he remade it when he went
Yes, he reimagined it.
solo. Okay, cool.
Okay.
He really deserves the spotlight. It is a sin the rest of the world have not heard of him sing.
I agree, baby.
He has worked really hard in Finland to become the beloved icon. His legendary screams and metal god vocals is, of course, at the core of Finnish metal origins. And making unexpected moves sideways to also add Christmas tunes, opera, similar to what Tarja's has done forever.
Of course, yeah.
But critics are not on his side. Interesting. As they feel heavy metal singers should not do opera or sing in churches. That old cliche. Okay.
right.
That makes sense.
But before we continue,
That's like saying guys can't have long hair. That's like so outdated. It's not even funny.
I know. Says that
I'm
one
sorry.
person in the comments. Tell me you cut your hair.
Anyway,
Hell no.
What were you gonna say? Don't get distracted.
But I wanted to say thank you. I don't know if you guys can see it. Get a look at this.
Oh, that's from.
This is from Rebecca, the young lady that gave me
the same one I'm wearing my
jewelry.
wolf necklace, which I
Yes.
freaking love because it's a wolf gem.
Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, baby. But this is so beautiful. She gave this to me for my birthday. Well, was it for Christmas? For Christmas. So
You always wanted one of those.
I've always wanted one, and she's the one that suggested it. I'm like, oh my
Handmade.
god, it's so cool.
Awesome.
So beautiful.
Cool brass too. Yeah. Very
Yeah,
nice.
it's so beautiful. Thank you, baby.
Thank
I
you,
love
Rebecca.
you too.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Awesome. So link in description to her a shop. She makes nice, cool,
Beautiful stuff. And she's
handmade
also
jewelry.
she's also open for commissions as well. So if you see anything, or have an idea what you want.
Oh yeah, she does custom stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah, she's really amazing.
Check her out. Very, very awesome.
She can use a business right now,
Indeed.
She can. She can.
Don't we all?
We all can. Listen, I need patrons.
Is there a small business who doesn't need the business right now?
Yes, exactly. So yeah.
The big corporations, everyone's doing great. The small businesses are,
Wow.
if they survived COVID.
We are struggling.
Yeah. Anyway.
Moving forward, not sideways. But I'm sorry.
People take over the critics, though. His Christmas concerts, for example, sell out in hours. You know why,
Well,
right?
of course we do.
Of course we do now, right?
I'm really excited. I'm interested because I know that I've heard that Jarkko can do. I'm sorry, Jarkko can do it all.
Indeed.
I am just really, 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 really stoked.
Yeah.
To be able to hear him sing heavy. I mean, I cannot imagine him singing heavy.
Right. So his old band was a Finnish power metal band, apparently.
Right. Yes.
They released their first album in 2005, and the name translates basically to steel concrete in
Steel
Finnish.
concrete.
Yeah, or reinforced concrete, I guess.
Okay.
And the music has a martial air to it, with lyrics glorifying a pagan warrior lifestyle.
Which is the best?
I prefer the pagan warrior lifestyle. And a brotherhood of metal.
Indeed.
So that reeks of cheese to me.
And I love it. I'm hungry for it.
And when I look at some of your pictures from their old bands, I do
tried
see...
Eco Baby. I hope you like the pictures. Listen.
It reminds me of like first wave of Viking metal. They have that kind of look and aesthetic, and they're being power metal. So I'm guessing they do have a bit of cheese in this based on anytime I hear like Brotherhood of Metal or putting metal in the name of your songs and stuff. That usually is lighthearted fun. That's meant to be lighthearted fun. So, some bands take themselves seriously and some people do it. Like Unleash the Archers. Why I appreciate them so much is because, well, power metal, like I keep saying, they got me into power metal because they showed me, listen, power metal is supposed to be fun. Mm-hmm. It can certainly be interesting. And, I'm no longer such a snob to power metal. I've listened to a lot of it now, and quite frankly, I always felt like I was missing out because I always told you about power metal, the guitar work, the technique, the musicianship was always excellent. And now that I no longer have issues with the vocals, it's game on, baby. It's awesome. Game on. I'm good to go.
Where is it that it says that power metal is supposed to be fun?
So because
is that a thing though?
Yes, because it's fantasy based. It's about dragons and it's about warriors and it's about it's nerd shit.
Gotcha,
it's Dungeons and Dragons. It's D&D. So if you're taking that seriously, what you doing? Like I love.
What do you mean taking it seriously?
Well, I love nerd culture, right, and everything, but I don't think I'm actually some sort of dwarf or druid or something, right?
Right.
So I mean, when you say taking it seriously, what does that even mean? Like this is fantasy, right? Because if you're not, then maybe there's.
Okay, you mean as far as the lyrics?
You're
saying okay, gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
Fantasy. Yes,
fantasy.
Of course.
And that's and so when you look at it from that perspective. Game on, baby. It's all good in the hood. Oh, Glory Hammer also got me into
yes.
Like, okay, when you do shit like that, like I'm all in, baby, because that's just ridiculous as hell, and I love it. Just have fun with it. That's what I'm talking about.
Exactly.
So I'm looking forward to this. Let's do this, man. A versus.
Thank you, baby. I love you.
Hell yeah.
Warrior Princess. Thank you for loving me, baby. And thank you for the continued love and support. She actually increased her tier to tier. She was tier 4 and increased it to tier 5 to get it rapido.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes, so let's not delay.
Okay.
And make it muy rápido.
So thank you. You can shut up now.
And his band, just real quick, if I can give them a shout out, because obviously they might need a little bit of love here. We got Jarkko Ahola as on lead vocals, and he's playing bass in this, although we know he can play also guitar.
Of course.
Arto Javinien, guitar, backing vocals.
Okay.
Viho Ratinen in guitar, and Jari Kakonian on drums. I have to do my Finnish voice when I do. I listen to Tomas talk a lot, so I'm like just copying how he pronounces shit. But okay.
I love the language and I love the way they speak.
Yeah.
I love how they roll their R's as well,
Yeah, but I have to move my body when I do it to get to the right menu.
I'm happy for you.
Nothing but love, baby. Nothing but love.
Indeed.
All right.
You guys ready?
Yeah, and of course we're listening to the old one first. Right?
Of course.
Yeah,
yes, of course.
That makes sense.
It's a lyrical video as well.
Cool.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm ready too. Let's do it. Ooh.
Metal Heart, that's a...
Metal Heart is a song, yes.
It's an Accept song also.
Ooh, good stuff.
On nyt laskeutunut, sammunut on tuli viimeinenkin.
Oh, it's not English.
Not the beginning I was expecting, but the beginning I deserve.
Käydä yksin taistoon. Toivoa näy, oot voimaton ja raskaaksi kokee, et luovuttaa saa, sillä rinnassasi hakkaa sydän metallinen.
I love this. Wow. Heart of metal.
Sounds old school.
Katson tähti taivaalle. Puhun kaatuneille sankareille. Veljät! Tuloksenne! Mutta moni vielä kuolee vuoksenne. Kun nyt sinut, eikä toivoa näy. Oot voimaton ja raskas taakka käy. Et luovuttaa saa, sillä rinnassasi hakkaa. Sydän metallinen. Sydän metallinen.
You fell for it.
I did.
The old me would have said you fell for the commercial trash. Because every band has to make a ballad. That was required back in the late 80s, early 90s. Every single ballad. So what's your ballad? You got a ballad? We got to release that single.
I feel like you are singing straight to me.
Because I am.
And hey, I'm a sucker for ballads. I'm not above ballads.
I will share that song, it kind of hit home for me. I'm not going to go into why.
Go into why. That's why we're here. What are you talking about?
I don't want to talk about it right
Oh,
now.
wait a minute. Never mind. Gotcha.
But it's literally what I needed, you know? Thank you for this. Thank you.
Yeah, the thing about these ballads is they're often very uplifting.
This is very uplifting, encouraging, and yeah, a metal heart.
And if I could give
Wow.
credit where credit's due, it wasn't about love. So
It wasn't.
a ballad that's, about brotherhood and, so yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that as an upgrade. Yeah.
This was about whatever the hell, however it resonates with you. That's what it was about.
Yeah.
And it resonated with me greatly. And it was exactly what I needed today. Definitely.
Right, but I'm going to take you out of your feelings because since
Okay.
we can't talk
I'm
about
great.
them with anyone right now.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
good. I'm just
So,
saying that this is
I
what I
understand.
needed, and I'm grateful that, it came when it did. Thank you. This is beautiful. His voice.
Yeah.
Wow.
We got to
I
hear
mean,
both again. We got to hear his highs
I
again.
love how he just so easily, go from singing in his normal tone, I guess you can say, to the high falsetto, like, it's
As
not
every
even
good
like,
singer would, yeah. He's very good at it. He's very good
Oh
at
my
it.
God, and it's so beautiful and so clean. Now, do you agree that his high in a power metal song is not that crazy high pitch that you used to hear?
Yes, but again, that doesn't necessarily, I mean, it depends.
I didn't say
but
it bothered you. I'm asking you if it's if there's a little difference in the way he
yes.
got you. 'Cause
Well,
I heard it as well.
he has a signature all his own. His voice is very recognizable. And the mark of every good pop singer, every good singer that's ever existed,
Yeah,
you'll know you're hearing them like immediately.
their voice is definitely recognizable.
It's like the
yeah.
special good tone of a guitar that that singer. Boom! I know who that is,
Right.
and that's important. And he definitely has that.
Yes. Okay. All right. Listen. So I enjoyed that a lot. Okay, that was the original.
Definitely
Metal Heart. And when
classic sounding, yeah, throwback sounding.
Yes. I wonder how he's going to twist this. What kind of spin he's going to add to this. I wonder if he's going to sing it mostly a cappella. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I'm just
that's a
wondering.
lot of times that's what they do. They go acoustic or they go
Okay.
they'll tell them to do that. But I'd like to get into it, see what's up.
Let's do it.
Pimeys on nyt laskeutunut.
Ooh.
Sammunut on tuli viimeinenkin. Sydänyönä aika tullut on. Käydä yksin taistoon, kun yksin oot, eikä toivoa näy. Oot voimaton ja raskaaks taakka käy. Et luovuttaa saa, sillä rinnassasi hakkaa sydän metallinen. Katson tähti taivaalle. Puhun kaatuneille sankareille. Veljet, tule luokseni, mut
Okay, Jarkko, I hear you. Yes, baby.
Is it possible not to hear him?
Amazing. Beautiful, beautiful.
All right, so
I
he
gotta
went.
say, oh
he
my
went
goodness.
singer-songwriter. He went soundtracky with it.
Oh, this is beautiful. I'm pretty sure I heard a violin or a harp, or some kind of special sweet string instrument in the back.
It was an orchestra.
Well, yeah, I know.
It was
I'm
a
just saying, but
soundtrack.
it stood out a lot to me. Mm-hmm. Heard it a lot over here.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the piano was so sweet.
Again,
This
another old
everything-
school vibe. Throws me back to like just those old school singers who would
Jeez,
sing these
yeah.
ballads. I don't know, Neil Diamond or something. Just
Yeah,
like
it's like they just stopped
big,
singing like that.
Old
Yeah.
school. Yeah. It
Yes.
really feels like a throwback. It really does.
Man, wow. I stuff.
I wonder if that's locality. Like in Finland, I wonder if this is normal, because it really does sound like the 80s singer-songwriter stuff, where with these high production values and just big voices, the voice is the boss. You know what I mean?
Yes. Oh my God. Yes.
But even in the original version, the voice was the boss.
Definitely.
you know?
Definitely. Oh my God. Ah! Wow.
Yeah. I mean, he commanded
He's
the whole
so
song
good.
from beginning to end.
He did.
Except for the guitar solo where the guitar takes over. But other than that,
But,
his
oh
voice
my
is what commands the entire
goodness.
song.
Yes, baby, you're right. Yeah, everyone need to hear this man's voice.
And that's saying a
okay?
lot, because the song itself, particularly the second orchestral version, was absolutely beautiful.
I agree.
Loved it, just the soundtrack alone, and there was some really pretty parts
So
in it
beautiful.
that were very
Oh my gosh, so
ethereal and
beautiful.
very beautiful.
Yes. It's amazing. You're right when you say that his voice really carried it. It did a lot.
Yeah.
And it felt like the original. It didn't have all the it didn't have the heavier elements, right, as the original, but it had the heart and spirit of it.
Because the guitar solo remained.
Gotcha.
Had he not done that,
Gotcha.
it wouldn't have felt like the original. Because the original, like I said, his voice commanded most of the song until the guitar solo came in. Here, it's more musical. Because
Definitely,
there's
I
a lot
agree.
more. Like in the first one, there was a bit of synth going on, but not a whole lot going on in the song itself. It was his voice that was kind of
Right.
putting the whole song there.
Right.
Here, that orchestra really was. It wasn't in the front. It was in the background, but it was really beautiful and it was really complete, because it really sounded. I think he did this with a full orchestra, because it
Yeah,
sounded
yeah.
complete. I was hearing a lot of
Wow.
a very full soundtrack,
I'm a fan, baby. I'm
a very
fan.
full body to the work.
I'm a fan. Jarkko. if
Very
you're
cool. I like
watching.
it because it reminded me of my childhood. Because my
I-
mom used to listen to stuff like this all the time.
talking to Jarkko
These big
right
bell-
now.
I'm sorry. Yeah,
Talking to
go ahead. I mean, he's looking right in your eyes. So boom.
Listen. Yeah, but honestly, this gentleman is phenomenal. I wonder if he can go deep. You know, like I don't know. I don't know.
I
just
don't
wonder if he
hear
can-
that in his voice. No.
Right? Listen, I didn't hear him singing
Well, he's not a baritone.
"Walking in the Air." I didn't hear him singing like that either.
But he is that. He
I know
does
that
have
now. I know that now.
He has a
but I
beautiful
mean,
mid-range and a beautiful high falsetto. I don't hear a baritone. I don't hear like a bass in his voice. I do hear he can certainly he has a very
I didn't mean necessarily baritone. You know, that's pretty deep. I mean, like
he has a very masculine voice.
He does.
But
He
it's not.
does.
It does. I don't hear like those low registers really, which is fine. I mean, you know.
I mean, he's just phenomenal. He's phenomenal. I don't know what to say. Listen,
What else is there to say?
there's nothing more to say.
He's already I mean, we already know he's amazing. Now it was just fun to do a versus. So if we're doing a versus, we should choose our favorites. So you go first.
Oh, I forgot about that little fun part. The original. I think the original hit a little differently for me.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'll go with the new one.
I don't care what you go with. Why do you choose the new one?
I really like the orchestra,
I love the orchestra.
and I want to hear it again.
Oh.
I feel like they're so close, the first and the second, and vocally very similar.
Very much so.
But I got a very over-the-top singer-songwriter solo ballad vibe from both. So the first one, being, kind of reminds me of almost kind of 90s hair metal ballad stuff that they used to always do.
Uh-huh.
this kind of reminds me of my childhood, like I said, when
Okay.
my mom would be listening to stuff like this, where she'd be listening to
Gotcha.
Elvis or Neil Diamond or stuff, where, you know, the voice is front and center, and then they have this beautiful orchestra playing in the background, and it's a throwback to a place that I haven't been in a very long time, and I'd like to go there again. So
They're both solid 10s for me,
yeah,
but the first
lovely
one
song.
definitely had a little. I like the heavier part, the heaviness of the original.
Cool.
Yeah, that I just liked it a lot, not a lot more, but I liked it a little more. It gives it a little more of an edge for me.
You know, people ever start requesting like 90s metal, like the more popular stuff that a lot of the females were into? You know, I think you're going to really be surprised at what's out there.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
Because you haven't heard, like, I just wonder how you'll react to like Cinderella or White Lion or not White Lion, White Whale. There's just very unique vocalists, and if you like ballads like this, my God, did they have ballads up the wazoo.
Really?
Well, it's like I
love
said,
ballads like this.
I think the record label required it. If you want to be mainstream, you needed a ballad. So every band had a ballad, if not more than one.
Gotcha.
So,
Okay.
and honestly, and they're like this. They're of this style because this is kind of the throwback to when they were doing that back then. Very, very similar. So I think
They're
you'll
both
just be blown
10s, and I
away.
think that the second one allowed. I felt that the second one allowed, like, isolation. Like, it allowed you to isolate his voice more.
Great
allowed
White.
You,
Oh, I'm so stupid. Go ahead.
you are for cutting me off.
Great White. I meant Great White.
But it allowed you, for me, my most humblest opinion, it allowed you to, for me, it allowed me to isolate his voice more, you know, isolate the instruments more. Like, I mean, everything stood out so well. And even though, thank you, even though the music was in the background, it was also pulled in the front because it's just the way that the instruments were played. You were able to isolate them and just really appreciate them on their own, you know. Beautiful job. The songs are both 10, but I think the original hits a little, a little differently.
Original for you, new one for me. Very, very cool.
It is what it is.
That's what makes this fun.
Not sideways. All right.
Of course, let us know your pick in the comments.
Of course, yes.
And let's close this out. That was
Yes,
awesome.
on to the
Excellent.
next
Thank
one.
you. Thank you for the request. I love doing this verses.
Indeed. I love verses. Give me more verses, guys. I would love that.
Oh, this is endless.
I know.
Our list is so long.
I know. All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction video, and if you did, please give us a thumbs up, comment below, do not leave without subscribing, but also do share our content as well.
Hit the bell to get notified.
As
And
always.
don't forget the merch.
Don't forget the merch.
HalfLifeSistah.com. And as
Please and
always,
thank you. Keep it metal.
keep it metal.
Forever, baby. Yes. Love you guys. Love you, beautiful. Thank you so much.
Bye.
So hear it, we've been through a lot. We're both hurt, you've cried and I've cried tears, but no one's yet been shot. Our romance has dwindled and died, but it's a flame that will never die, and this is a power ballad song about you and I usually sing about carnage and rape, but now I sure really hurt. I sit alone with my guitar on a fire escape, in the rain with dry hair, but a soaking shirt. There's helicopters with floodlights showing the way. I'm dangerous, and this is a power ballad. It's totally not the least bit gay. I need a string quartet to come in right here, 'cause nothing says rock like cellos and violins. This song is for the ladies while men go get beers. See, I don't just trash hotel rooms and shoot heroin. The video should have two sluts fighting
get chicks. Here, smell.